Hello, my name is Diana Quatto of ShamanSisters.com. My mission is to bring the ancestral and cosmic wisdom of the Americas into everyday modern life to help you reclaim your soul purpose and remember who you are, why you're here, and where you're going as you face life's challenges. Last time, we explored the many tasks of the Planetary Gridworker. Today, we are going to explore some of the tools and practices needed to get you started on the path of the Planetary Gridworker. If you believe that you are indeed called to be a Planetary Gridworker and you are watching this video, then you are waking up to this call from Mother Earth and the cosmos. As you begin to wake up, you will quickly learn how to choose effective ways of helping the grid. You will tap into the knowledge hidden within your DNA and will become a beacon for grounding the appropriate energies with light and love. But where should you begin? The majority of grid workers are empaths who can sense energy from the environment directly and/or from other people. But not all empaths know exactly when they are doing this. Have you ever gone for a hike and noticed that some areas feel better than others? Have you looked for a house and didn't feel right about it or the neighborhood? Have you ever picked up energy from a specific place you have visited? A church? A shopping center? A park? If you answer yes to any of the above, you probably are empathic. So how do you recognize the energy of place from your own energy? The answer is you need to connect with the energy within you to begin discerning what your frequency feels like, and you need to connect with what the Andean Pacos or shaman calls the spirits of place and land. As you walk through a place on the land, you may feel the frequency of the earth radiating up from the ground or from the air around you. Ask yourself if the frequency elevates you or if it feels heavy. If it elevates, find a place that you are drawn to that feels spiritually moving to you. Stop and sit in meditation for a few moments. Breathe in through your nostrils deeply for a count of 4. Hold for 4. And exhale through your mouth for 4 counts. Then empty fully for another 4. Repeat this for 1 to 3 minutes to place your nervous system in synchronization with the rhythm of the earth. Observe what and where you feel things in your body, both before and after the breathing exercise. Ask yourself, where has it changed and what does it feel like? Think about the history of the place and imagine what the people were like who lived there long ago. What time period do you see? How are the people dressed? What are they doing? Are they happy or sad? What emotions do they bring to you? Take note of how the place you've chosen looks. If you are outside, what kind of unique plants or trees do you see? What animals do you see? Are there any plants or animals you have not seen before? Are you near water, mountains, desert? How does it smell? What smells? Good, bad, or unusual? Imagine or touch some of the things in the area. How do they feel? Describe the textures. What colors do you see? How does the air feel? Is it hot or arid, crisp and cool, damp or dry, and so forth? If you are inside, what colors and textures are around you? What ambiance does the building have? How do you feel inside? Is it heavy, light, joyful, scared, sacred? Write a short paragraph describing the place you are in as though you are creating a setting for a novel. Reach deeper into your imagination to experience the land. How would you react to this time period, to the people? What does it provide for them? What does it hold back? Why? Do you see visions of things that might have happened here in the past? Do any memories come up for you? Or do you feel a deeper connection to the land itself? If so, you may have had a connection to this location in a previous life. Does it repel you? How does any of this affect you? Record your discoveries in a journal or notebook to contemplate them further. Then add extra information to your practice by doing some research or by Googling the place or location to see what others have said. Next, connect with the spirits of the land. Make an offering of cornmeal, tobacco, and or water that you've consecrated in the light of the full new moon. Say your intention for connecting with the spirit or spirits and give gratitude for all this land provides. Pray and ask the spirits to reveal themselves or their name. Then listen. What do you feel? See, think, hear, or just know intuitively. If the spirits connect with you, how do you know they are there? Do they offer you their names? What sensations do you receive and where do you feel it in your body? If you do not feel, see, or hear anything, it is okay. Just observe and record your own reactions and practice this again. As you get better at it, you will eventually be able to connect with places that feel heavy as well. As a grid worker, you may be asked to clear out heavier, dense energies to clear the earth or place of blockages. You may be called to help transform the heavier, dense energies into light. Just get in the habit of observing first. Eventually, you will be able to discern what is needed by the earth at any location, man-made or natural. It all begins with awareness that will lead to consciousness with the Earth Mother and the land itself. Tools for reading and aligning energy with the grid. There is a practice and some tools that can also be of help for reading the frequency of the grid. The practice is called dowsing, which is the intuitive using of a forked stick, a pendulum, or other tools like tuning forks to locate ley lines, vortexes, and their frequency. In addition, dowsing has been used to locate underground water or minerals, but has not been proven scientifically. I personally have never used a dowsing stick or rod, but I do use a pendulum from time to time. I generally rely on communion with the spirits of place first, plus my awareness, and then I use the pendulum to determine if the vortex or chakra of the earth or building is rotating clockwise or anti-clockwise. I really like using tuning forks. You can get one that is 432 Hertz that can align you directly with the Earth Mother and healing. You can also get a set for the chakras, which aligns not only to the human chakras, but also to the Earth chakras. In addition, the tuning forks for the root and throat chakras make the perfect fifth, which is excellent for clearings. There are a lot of books and videos on tuning forks and many sets with enough instructions for you to be able to use them. More about these techniques coming in subsequent lessons. Now that you have learned something about how to connect with a feature, a building, a mountain, a spirit, the land, and more, I want to take you on a very powerful meditative journey to a sacred spot you may or may not have been to before, Montezuma's Well in Brimrock, Arizona. You can apply these principles to journey and explore remotely or in person to any place on Earth, from cathedrals to ley lines to mountains to vortex centers to buildings or even to homes, pretty much anywhere in the world. To get started, take 3 normal deep breaths and imagine yourself inside a clear quartz crystal. We're going to begin with the box breathing, 4 by 4 by 4 by 4. Breathe in through your nostrils, hold for 4, exhale through your mouth and empty. Each takes 4 counts. Ready? You can breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, and empty. 2, 3, 4, and breathe. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, and empty. 2, on your own counts. 1. Take one more natural deep breath and step out of the crystal and onto a paved half-mile loop path up a semi-steep hill in the northern Arizona desert. It is a warm, breezy spring day. The wind whispers in your ears. Lizards bask in the sun around you. A solitary roadrunner races across your path. Ravens fly overhead cawing at you as you walk up the hill. You are greeted with a wonderful view of the well below. To your left are some well-preserved ruins carved into the face of the cliff that tower over the well. You learn that the well is a limestone sinkhole fed by 2 underground springs at the bottom of a deep pond. They push 1.5 million gallons of water into the well every single day. The well, which is 55 feet deep, has a bottom of shifting liquid sand that makes it much deeper than 55 feet. Scientists have tried to send probes into the vents of the spring at the bottom, but they just get pushed out by the force of the springs, so it is still largely unexplored. You spy a stone path which leads down to the water level on the right, and you take it. At the end of the path and closer to the water level, there are cave dwellings left behind by the ancient people who relied on the well for water. It is much cooler here with green leafy trees that surround the area, providing shade and protection. Here the wind is still. It is peaceful, and you sit on a rock overhanging the well. You begin to feel the frequencies surrounding you. You begin to feel the energy of the earth moving from its core through the layers of sand, dirt, and rock until it reaches your current location. You feel it move upwards through your feet, your body, and up through the crown of your head, and you become a bridge from the earth to the cosmos. You breathe in the ancient sacredness. You smell along the water the fragrance of cottonwood, Arizona sycamore, as well as velvet ash and walnut. Arid plants like mesquite, catclaw, and saltbush temper the areas above the well. Butterflies flit in and out of hackberry, tasting its nectar. The delicate purple flowers of desert willow dot the landscape, and you imagine the ancestors of long ago weaving them into baskets on the very rock upon which you sit. But although a few live near the well, you feel that it was more of a ceremonial center at its peak, where sacred rituals were performed for the benefit of the community. You begin to hear the voices of the ancestors whispering on the wind, their prayers of contentment that the well has been left relatively untouched by their modern descendants. You take a deep breath and call upon the spirit of the well. She helps you feel that the frequency of the ley lines running out from her center have been preserved, and that they still carry renewal to the valley outside through a streamlet that feeds an irrigation canal built by those ancestors from hundreds of years ago. Content, you follow the streamlet back along the canal to where the entry path began. You feel content, and you step back into the clear quartz crystal. You take 3 more deep breaths and come back into your body. Wiggle your toes, your fingers, and circle your wrists, ankles, and neck. Then stretch and yawn and come back into the present. Welcome back. Make sure you take some time to write your experiences at Montezuma's Well in your journal or notebook. Next time, we will work with additional tools for planetary grid healing. If you enjoyed this video and want to know more, hit the like button and share it with your friends so that I can download even more content like this. And subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a single session. I will catch you next time. Blessings and light.